So this is the African Motives Media, another episode of the Youth Speak. My name is Papa Graham, and today we are joined by another guest. Karibu sana, and you'll just introduce yourself so that people outside there wakujue we ni nani na which position do you hold at a place that you are seated today. Welcome.
Okay, asante sana Bwana Graham. My name is Gerry Nyaori Sihitimi. I am the Academic Affairs Secretary, Jkusa. In Jkusa, we have a students' union known as the Jomo Kenyatta University Students Association. So under the students' union, I serve as the Academic Affairs Secretary.
Interesting. Maybe Mr. Gerry, we want to know, or people outside there want to know, who is Gerry Nyaori?
So Gerry Nyaori is a leader, a politician, come businessman.
Mm-hmm.
So I have served as a class representative.
Mm-hmm.
I have served as a departmental representative.
Mm-hmm.
And I have also served as the Academic Affairs Secretary,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm also currently serving in Jkusa.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Very interesting. As we move ahead, maybe people may be asking outside there, and also may be asking, why politics and not any other thing?
So politics is a calling.
Mm-hmm.
When the political bug bites you,
Mm-hmm.
there is nothing you can do.
Mm-hmm.
You have to heed to the calling. Ni kama mwito.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So let's say you're cast to be a politician.
I was cast to be a politician.
Very interesting, very interesting. Maybe if we put a girl here and put politics here, which one will you run for?
I will run for politics. They say behind every successful man is the girl. The girl will come behind.
Sisemi kitu. Remember, this is the another episode of Youth Speak, and we are having Gerry Nyaori, the Academic Affairs Secretary of Jkusa. And maybe moving ahead, you have been in office in 8 months. That's from March this year. What have you done and what have you achieved in your tenure?
So I have been able to empower clubs and societies within Jkusa.
Mm-hmm.
In Jkusa, we have 87 clubs and societies.
Mm-hmm.
Working collaboratively with club leaders.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be able to empower them to do their activities on their own. In the past, they will rely wholesomely or partially on the students' union, but I have been able to show them that as long as they pull the resources they have,
Mm-hmm.
and they strengthen their members, they can do even more than the students' union.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that has been imperative in ensuring they move a step ahead. So that's the first achievement. The second one, I've been able to implement a peer-to-peer educator model with the Finding Me community. So when I was campaigning, I had promised that we will tackle this issue of mental health, and it has been a big issue within Jkusa. When I joined, we used to have a lot of cases of students committing suicides, and now with the help of the Finding Me community, we are moving the counseling department to the students level. So with the Finding Me community, we work together with the Jomo Kenyatta University Peer Counselors Association as well as the Finding Me community. So we use these already trained peer counselors to engage with the students at their level, so they're able to talk about the issues and lessen the burden. Number 3, I do not want to brag, but I have had the highest number of events in Jkusa, and to some degree they have been of a very nice quality.
Mm-hmm.
They have been able to impact the students directly and indirectly.
Mm-hmm.
So through the engineering workshops we have had in Jkusa, through the drug awareness and sensitization events we have had, through the career pathway programs and activations we have had within Jkusa, we have also been able to plant 1,500 trees in an ecology camp. So I believe these are some of the achievements I have been able to achieve since I joined office.
Okay. Very interesting. Can hear it right from the Academic Affairs Secretary from Jkusa. Maybe if I ask you, in the past 8 months, what has kept you moving despite all the challenges? What has been your motivation?
The love for the comrades and the love for leadership. The comrades are the ones who entrusted me this position, and every day I wake up, however hard it may seem, I push myself forward to be a leader that they envisioned when they gave me this position. So every single day I wake up, I struggle to be that leader they entrusted to hold this position. So there is a part I had forgotten. There is this students representation. I sit in the Senate, I sit in the University Management Board, I sit in the disciplinary committee. When you go there, we go to advocate for the rights of the students so that the lives of the students can be improved and not be impoverished. So that is what has kept me going. The love of the comrades, you get sentiments from the comrades and they really appreciate, and that is what brings me a lot of joy.
Very interesting, very interesting. Remember, you are watching the Youth Speak, and this is the African Motives Media. I am your host, Papa Graham. Tunaendelea vizuri sana. And to the next question. It has been said, or there is a rumor, that your regime wants to extend their term in office. And tied to the same question, there is the issue of the Constitution Amendment, which is having controversial views from each and every person in JKUAT and Jkusa as a whole. What have you to say about the same issue?
So a wise man once said, comrades are known for wisdom. So a wise comrade once said that a good dancer knows when to leave the stage. I will start by tackling the issue of the extension of the regime. I always encourage people to avoid rumors, but it is a rumor that is now smelling. It's a rumor that is now causing a lot of butterflies. And I want to disown the rumor that we are not in any way planning to extend this regime. We have served, I believe we have served to the best of our abilities, and we want to now pass the baton to the next regime. On the matter of constitutional amendment, I sat in the Constitution Review Committee last year, and the Constitution, even the Kenyan one, if you interact with our learned friends, it's a living thing. It requires change every single time. Every time and again, the Constitution needs to adapt to the lives of the comrades, and the comrades needs to adapt to the life of the Constitution. So we are amending the Constitution in order to be able to work on the loopholes that are within the Constitution, the weaknesses within the Constitution. Yes, we had a motion for the Constitution, and as a Congress, it was passed that the Constitution is ailing, and the amendment is now the clinic. So that's why the amendment is taking place. It's not with any motive of increasing the regime or extending the term as per the rumors. Yes.
Very interesting, very interesting. We are moving on very well, and now we are going on vizuri sana, and as the rumors were stated, it has been cleared by the Academic Affairs Secretary in Jkusa. Maybe to the other question, apart from politics, what else do you do? Do you do politics 24/7 like you? It's comrades power even at 12 midnight. What else do you do apart from politics?
So I started by saying politics is a curse, politics is a calling, but too much of something is poisonous. So I have time for friends. I'm also a businessman, I had said earlier. So I have a small business by the name Gerry Grills, and I'm looking forward to expand it, hopefully when I am done serving the comrades. I am also interested in, apart from the catering business which I am in right now, I'd like to move into other industries like the oil and petroleum industry, the manufacturing industry. So yeah, I love business, and business is what allows our economy to thrive. So I will venture into business and agriculture after I am done with my studies.
Very nice, very nice. He is not only a politician, but a business guy as well. Moving on very swiftly, then if you may tell us, after school or after Jkusa, what are your future aspirations or future ambitions?
So my future ambitions, Graham, I plan to remain in politics actively. Now we are moving towards the national stage.
Yes.
We are done with the students' politics. We are moving to the national stage. And I am eyeing the Westlands parliamentary seat in 2027, good willing. So yes, so tunapanga maneno na hopefully mambo itakuwa best.
So people of Westland should be ready for you.
People of Westland should be very ready for me. I am coming brutally, and I am coming unforgivingly. So I will be there no matter what.
Very interesting, very interesting. I'm coming to the end of this show, and before we let the academic affairs of Jkusa 2023-2024 go, maybe what is your advice to the youth who is watching you right about now? From any part of the country, any part of the world, as your parting shot, what can you tell them at this moment?
So Graham, today allow me to talk to my younger self, the youth who's watching me, who maybe wants to aspire to be a student leader someday, or maybe is inspired by what I do. Consistency is key. You have to put the hard work. Also be faithful, because at the end of the day, it's God who decides. God can decide that tomorrow he takes away and tomorrow he adds. So as long as you have the three in play, whatever you want to achieve in life will be achievable. So that is what I would like to share with people of my generation, the Gen Z. Consistency, hard work, and faith.
Consistency, hard work, and faith. So we are coming to the end of the show, and it's been interesting having the Jkusa Academic Affairs Gerry Nyaori with us today. You've had words of wisdom and very insightful words from him, as he has advised us on how we are going to survive in this world of the Almighty God. We are turning it on each and every time. I've been your host, Papa Graham. This is the Youth Speak. Let's meet in the other episode of Youth Speak. This is the African Motives Media, and the African Motives Media, we got you covered.